So yo man, this is Unit 11, Part 5 of your final exam review, Part 5, guys. Yo, if you made it this far, man, you're really trying to get your grade to where you want to be, okay? So, man, keep studying, hang in there. Let's see if we can pull out an A in our Algebra 2 course, okay? Let's go ahead and get started, man, on this next part. All right, guys, so yo, Unit 11 right here, man, is really our statistical unit, man. So if you didn't do very well on this, man, make sure you focus on this unit, okay? This first one, number 36, man, it says 100 arthritis sufferers reported the severity of their symptoms daily for a month. 50 of the subjects were given Epsom salt to bathe in at least every other day. At the end of the month, 30% of the students who used Epsom salt reported that a decrease in severity of their symptoms compared to 5% of the other group. Describe the treatment, the control group, and the treatment group, okay? So right here, man, we got to talk about the treatment first. All right, the treatment, guys. The treatment, and actually let me type it in because it'll look a little better. All right, so let's go right here. All right, our treatment, guys, what are they doing to the patients? Okay, ask yourself that to relieve their symptoms. All right, Epsom salt. All right. All right, so the treatment is Epsom salt. All right. Now, what is the treatment group? All right, think about it. The treatment is Epsom salt. Then the treatment group are the people who bathe in Epsom salt. All right. Now, the next one says, what is the control group? All right, the control group is going to be people that take regular baths. All right, so people all right, there we go. People who take regular baths, all right, is going to be the control group, okay? Hopefully that clarifies that for you. All right, this next one, man, it says a research team wants to know whether a new laundry detergent is effective. The team washes a variety of fabrics with a variety of stains and a new detergent. All right, and washes the same pairings of fabrics and stains in just hot water and compares the results. Describe the treatment, the control group, and the treatment group. Again, man, I'm gonna type it just so I don't have to write it all out. My handwriting's a little atrocious, okay? All right, here we go. So, treatment. All right, what's our treatment in this case? Our treatment is going to be the type of detergent or the new type of detergent. All right. Now, what's the treatment group? All right. If the treatment is a new type of detergent, the treatment group would obviously be the group that is being washed, the fabrics being washed with the new detergent. All right. And lastly, we got to find the control group. All right. And the control group, guys, is going to be the fabrics washed in hot water. All right. The fabrics washed in hot water will be the control group. Okay. Now let's go ahead and slide on down. Let's see here. A community organization. Man, guys, I'm sorry, it's late. I'm tired. A community organization has 56 teenage members, 103 adult members, and 31 senior members. The council wants to survey the members. Man, it's late. The council wants to survey the members. All right. A, randomly select 60 people from the complete membership list. B, choose every fifth person who arrives at the community cleanup event. C, randomly select 20 teenagers, 20 adults, and 20 seniors from the complete roster. Okay. So now let's pair up these sampling sizes, right? So method A, guys. All right, it says randomly select 60 people from a complete list. Understand random and simple random comes from the whole list. Since it's talking about the whole management membership list. All right, this is going to be simple random. All right, because again, 60 people were randomly selected, number one, and two, everybody on this list had a chance of being selected. So that is why this is simple random. All right, method B says choose every person who arrives at the community to clean up. All right, every fifth person, guys, is systematic. All right, because I'm choosing every fifth person. All right, there's a system to it. Okay, that arrives. Method C, it says randomly select 20 teenagers, 20 adults, 20 seniors from the complete roster. All right, if I select 20 from every group, guys, that's going to be stratified. All right, stratified, okay? Stratified. Now, this next question, 39, says, which of the three methods is the most accurate? Explain your reasoning. All right, guys, of course, simple random is on there. All right, because again, simple random, all right, it's random, and everybody has a chance to be selected. All right, the next one's going to be stratified. All right, it's stratified because it allows for a system to be stratified because it picks from it randomly picks from each group the same amount of participants from each group, and then they're used for the survey, okay? And then there is, let's see, cluster. All right, cluster. Because again, if you go, all right, there are these groups, all right, and let's say I want juniors, seniors, sophomores, freshmen, and I go, I'm going to survey all the sophomores. All right, I pick that cluster, survey the whole cluster, all the cluster, okay? Now 40 says scores on the test are normally distributed with a mean of 200 and standard deviation of 12. Find the probability that a randomly selected student scored less than 218. Now listen, guys, this is all calculated work right here. All right, all calculated work. And what I mean by that is this. All right, I know what my mean is. All right, my X bar. All right, X bar goes right here. I know what my standard deviation is. All right, my standard deviation is my sigma. All right, let me erase that because I don't want that in the way. My standard deviation is my sigma, okay? Find the probability that a randomly selected student scored less than 218. Less than, guys, means this is the upper bound. All right, upper bound, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do this in your calculator. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to go and press this button right here. You're going to press second, and then VARS right here. And then you're going to choose option 2, normal CDF, okay? Now, when you choose normal CDF, your lower bound, guys, is going to be significantly lower than your upper bound in this case. Our upper bound is 218. All right. We said this, the mu, guys, mu and X bar is your same thing. That's your mean. All right. Our mean in this case was 200. All right. And then our standard deviation was 12. All right. So I'm going to put all that in my normal CDF like that. All right. And then once I do that, let's go ahead and calculate it. And it gives us 93.319. So I'm going to round it to 93.32. Okay. So we can say that 93.32% of the test scores, of these test scores, all right, are less than 218, okay? For this next one, it says what percent of data values fall within 1, 2, 3 standard deviations of the mean on a standard normal curve. All right. Well, remember, for one standard deviation, that's 68%. For 2 standard deviations, that's 95%. All right, and for 3 standard deviations, it's going to be 99.7%, guys. Okay. Hopefully, you guys remember that, because man, I know that's been a struggle area. Remember, you got 68% right there, 95% there, and you got the rest right there, okay? 99.7%, okay? All right, so next, guys, we're going, let's see, given the mean of 18, all right, that's mu. All right, that's mu right there. All right, and then standard deviation is 2.5, that's sigma. What interval values does 68%, 95%, and 99.7% fall in? All right, so look, listen, we're going to do these by hand just so you can see how this is done. All right, the mean is 18. All right, 18. So remember, one standard deviation is, if I have from 18, I would go standard deviation plus and standard deviation minus, all right, the mean. So in this case, for 68%, all right, I'm going to go 1 standard deviation. So again, 68%, guys, is going to be 1 standard deviation away from the mean. So I'm going to take 18, I'm going to add 2.5 and subtract 2.5. All right, so 18 minus 2.5 is 15.5. And 18 plus 2.5 is going to be 20.5. All right, this is 68%. All right, of the data that'll fall in between this range here. All right, for the 95 percentile, remember, you got to be 2 standard deviations away, okay? So basically, I'm going to take this again right here and subtract 2.5. All right, so that's going to give me 13. All right, and I'm going to take this and add 2.5. All right, that gives me 23. All right, and then lastly here, we're going to go 99.7%. Like so. All right, and that's 3 standard deviations away. Okay, so I'm going to take this and subtract 2.5. All right, and we're going to get 10.5. All right, and then we're going to take this 23 and add 2.5. All right, so it gives us 25.5. All right, so this covers 68%, 95%, and 99.7%, excuse me. All right, 2 more, guys. 43. 43 says the heights of adult males in the United States are approximately normal distributed. All right, the mean height is 70 inches. All right, so the mean is 70, and standard deviation is 3. What's the probability that a randomly selected student is more than 75 inches tall? All right, so again, more than 75, which means this is the lower bound. Okay, so this is another calculator problem right here. All right, so if I go to my calculator, guys, and I'm going to go second, VARS, normal CDF again, okay, and the lower bound this time, guys, is 75. All right, so my upper bound, let's just say something like 1,000. All right, just for good measure. Now the mean was 70 inches, and the standard deviation was 3 inches. All right, so let's see what we get. 0.4479. So we'll say 4.78%. 4.78%. So I'm gonna write that in, guys. 4.78%. All right, because remember it gave us 0.04779. All right, so I just rounded that 77 to 78 because of that 0.0. All right, excuse me, 4.78%. Man, telling y'all it's late, guys. I'm getting tongue-tied. All right. Now, 44 here, man. Says the heights of adult females in the United States are approximately normally distributed. The mean height is 65.5 inches, and the standard deviation is 2.5. What is the probability that a randomly selected female is between 61 and 67? All right, so this is going to be my lower bound, and this is going to be my upper bound. All right, and I'm going to put those in the calculator. Remember, our mean is 65.5, and 2.5 is the standard deviation. So when we do this one, guys, here's what it looks like. Second, VARS, normal CDF. All right, and the lower bound, all right, it's going to be 61 inches. The upper bound is 67 inches. All right, the mean was 65.5 inches. All right, and the standard deviation was 2.5 inches. All right, up 2.5 inches. So we're going to put that in our calculator, like so. Hit enter. All right, we get, we'll say 68.98%. All right, 68.98%. All right, the calculator gave us 0.6898. All right, so you can say 68.98%. Okay, guys, that's Unit 11. All right, 17 minutes. All right, hey, yo, get ready for number or Unit 12. Peace.